This dungeon I used to absolutely adore the first time around, but when it returned, I thought it was going to be more fun and more interesting. It ended up being one of the hardest ones of the season. It really absolutely owned me and pretty much a big part of why it's this first boss. I'm going to take a look at this, but I want to set this clip up properly because this is the second time I've had to record this. So in order to do that, I'm actually just going to show you the footage of what happens first, and then we will break it down and talk about what actually happens.
LOL.
Okay, so you've seen it. There's more to it. We got to show more of the footage as well. And again, in order to set this all up, I'm going to read you the email that was sent to me. I got a weird moment from a 23 DHT run at the first boss where suddenly the druid charged the opposite way and kills 3 DPS. So it's being talked about, like, in my eyes, I look at this as like, oh, this is a bug. And that's why I'm recording this a second time now, because the first time I made a video about this, I was going to talk about it being a bug. I was going to talk about like, oh, you know, there wasn't really that many bugs we found this season. We found that Everbloom one, but other than that, there wasn't really anything crazy. This boss has absolutely been a mess. There's a bunch of different reasons for it. And I was going to say like, oh, well, this is another reason that this boss is a mess. Who knows? Maybe this is killed multiple times. I've been in groups. I just didn't even notice it. I was doing all this. I was recording all this. I'm looking at the footage 2 or 3 times in the actual video that I made, and something immediately came up. I'm not going to tell you what that is, but I'm sure some keen eyes have already seen it. Let's continue though. There's more footage that I do want to show you guys that is kind of funny. I love how the guy just says lol too after it. So the funny part is, so everybody's now dead. We have all 3 DPS are dead. In this group, we have 2 warriors and a windwalker. So again, that was going to be part of the conversation because it's all melee. Everybody was stacked up. I actually think like it's kind of crucial to talk about this one way or the other, even though this probably isn't what it seems. This movement here is created by the ads. And I think this is one of the problems with this encounter is like how potentially difficult this space actually is and how dangerous it can be. But so one of the 2 warriors is going to demand basically a battle res. The paladin tank is able to do that. So he is going to go ahead and get him up. Now, again, you can probably barely see it, but we have the other warrior who's just laying there dead. Now, I got plenty of time to talk. He goes, what the fuck was that? Who taunted the boss? And so again, like I'm watching this footage, I'm thinking like, oh, did somebody actually taunt the boss? I mean, we have 3 people who could taunt it. The paladin tank says, I didn't. Then the guy says this, well, guess either this shaman with stupid elemental or warrior depleting his own key. Like, bro, what the fuck? Chill out. Like, are you serious right now? I can't believe that comment though. I guess the shaman with stupid elemental. Like, bro, do you know how it works? Now, the footage ends very abruptly, so I'm going to try to read this to you and show you this in real time. That warrior that we were just talking about is being rude. The paladin tank says, don't be rude. The monk, you can't see it on the screen, but he says, he suddenly faced us. It's not someone's fault. Then look at the party frames, and as you will see, the tank leaves the group. Like, where is he going? I have no idea what's happening here. I really don't understand why he leaves. Like, he doesn't even die. It's very, very strange. The full health, like the boss is almost dead. The boss had 9% health and he just leaves. He just leaves and he's still fighting the boss too. You see the paladin getting kind of low, but like, yeah, he's fine. And then, you know, you can see his name right here. You can see him watch. He's going to drop and the color of it is going to change to like a dark blue and he's just going to stand there and continue attack. And then the footage like abruptly ends. So we don't actually see what happens after that. But yeah, regardless, I don't understand this behavior whatsoever. It's really strange too, because like if you would think anybody would leave, you'd think it was the guy who's like running his mouth about how that actually happened. But so yeah, like I said, you know, we looked at it as a bug. I was like, okay, the paladin's probably frustrated that this bug is potentially hurting his key. This is even more ironic when you actually slow it down and see what actually happened. So we're going to start over. Primal Rampage. 3, 2, 1. You may already see the problem. The tank, who is a paladin, has used the bubble spell. So he is now no longer a valid target to be charged. And as such, every other person is. And guess what? They're all stacked because they're doing the fight properly, moving from the puddles, keeping the mobs together. And that guy is then going to be the one who leaves. I mean, I just don't understand that part at all. That really doesn't make any sense to me. I couldn't believe this. It literally took me like 2 or 3 times to actually notice this. Honestly, the UI is a bit strange. It's really weird for me to have like the target and then the whatever that is, the focus, I guess, right above it like that. But I'm like watching it for like the 3rd and 4th time and I'm like, oh, okay, it's a bug. Maybe somebody does taunt. I'm trying to see the boss's frame to see if anybody taunts, but you can't see it because it's under all the debuffs. And then I see the guy bubbled. And the weird part is like he's still bubbled, but I guess because he's now re-taunted the boss or something like that, like everything's okay. You honestly need to have like a detect detective like in your key to be able to figure out some of these things on the fly. It's really weird though, because like this dude's mistake goes totally unnoticed, even maybe by him. Like I straight up don't know what he was doing with bubble there. I have no idea why he pressed that there. Very likely was an accident. Like I can't see why you would bubble that unless he's like straight up doing the dungeon for the first time and he's like super concerned with being hit after he gets charged. Paladins do have a talent that allows them to taunt while they're bubbled. I'm not sure if he has that in this footage, but I don't think it hits the boss one way or the other. Even if he does have it, he's too far away because he gets knocked so far. Maybe that was a mistake. Maybe he didn't intend to get knocked that far. I have no idea. This is very bizarre stuff. But the fact that that mistake goes unnoticed totally, other people start blaming each other for it, and then it causes a disband from the guy who executed the mistake, is just Mythic plus pugging in a nutshell. We can't even say this is a low key. There's a 23. Like this, it's kind of sad, man. Like this kind of stuff's going on everywhere. I just couldn't get over the warrior though. Like I guess it's either this shaman with stupid elemental. It's like, bro, what are you talking about? He's so confident that somebody taunted and got everybody killed. All you need to do is look at the footage. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you're seeing any funny stuff. If you guys are out there pugging keys, please hit that record button. Think of me, send them in. There's so many. There's some great ones backed up now. We're going to try to get a bunch done as the season's ending. Patch on Tuesday should be back for streaming. I plan on trying to stream no matter what, but we still don't know exactly what's going to happen with the servers on Tuesday, but that is the plan. And then hopefully be back with some big stuff. Me and Harry are going to do some low keys. He's going to do blood DK for the first time, and I'm going to coach him on tanking. Hopefully all of these plans follow through, but otherwise stay tuned. We still got another banger coming this weekend. Thank you for watching. We will see you guys in the next one.